Hello everyone, today we are going to solve the rest problems of GS 2020. Our next problem is from classical mechanics. A particle is to slide along the horizontal circular path on the inner surface of the funnel as shown in the figure. They have given a figure. Like this. So a particle is moving in circular motion. Okay, the surface of the funnel is frictionless. What must be the speed of the particle in terms of r and theta if it is to execute this motion? So that means they asked about the condition, that what is the condition so that the particle is maintaining this kind of his motion. Okay, so you can solve this problem by Lagrange's equation of motion also, but you can solve by +2 level. How we can solve +2 level problems? You can solve this problem by this, that is more simpler. So mass of the particle is m, so due to gravity weight acts completely normal down towards down, and the normal component is along the perpendicular to the surface, that means along that direction normal. Now so if this angle is theta, that means this angle is theta, that means this angle theta, and this angle is also theta. So if this is n, that means this is n cos theta and this is n sin theta, and due to circular motion here acts centrifugal force. So to maintain this circular motion, these two and these two must be equal. So here we will get two conditions. One is n cos theta equal of mv square by r. N cos theta equal to mv square by r, and another is n sin theta equal to mv. So if we divide these two equations, we will get cot theta equal of v square by rg. So they asked for the speed, that means v, for v equal of root over rg cot theta. This is our result. Next question. The two rails of a railroad track are insulated from each other and from the ground and are connected by a millivoltmeter. So two rails are like this and they are connected by a millivoltmeter. Okay. Now what is the reading of the millivoltmeter when a train travels at a speed 90 km per hour? Suppose the train now is moving from this with velocity 90 km per hour from the rails. Then what is the reading of the millivoltmeter? Assume the vertical component of Earth's magnetic field. Vertical component of Earth's magnetic field is 0.2 Gauss. And the tracks are separated by 2 meters. The distance is 2 meters. So you know that due to Earth's magnetic field, when the train travels between the two rails, they are induced a EMF which is equal of BLV. Okay. They want this induced EMF, value of induced EMF. This is unit of volt. We will measure by this millivoltmeter. So V is 0.2 Gauss. And we have to convert it into Tesla. So 10 to the power minus 4. L is 2 meter given, and velocity is 90 km per hour. So 90 into 10 cube by hour per second. We have to divide by this. So if you calculate this, your result will be, this is in volt, and if you convert it by millivolt by dividing by 1000, you will get answer is 1 millivoltmeter. Next, a particle of mass m moves in a 1D potential. The potential is F naught mod x. So we know the property of mod x, that means this is equal of F naught x for x greater than 0 and equal of minus F naught x when x is less than 0. F naught is a constant, positive constant, and they have given some conditions that x0 equal to 0 and x dot 0 equal to 0. X dot means dx dt, that means at time t equal to 0 the particle is at rest. Okay, sorry, this is not 0, this is x naught. So at time t equal to 0, suppose this is x naught, the position of the particle is this. So we know that force equal of minus grad v, since this is 1D, so minus dv dx. So this is minus F naught x equal to F naught x. This is for x less than 0 and this is for x greater than 0. That means when the particle is in the positive region, the force is along negative direction. That means this particle feels attractive force, and when the particle is in the negative region, it feels some repulsive force. And since the magnitude of the force is same, so the particle must have traveled equal distance in both sides. And they have given 4 options, and in one option they talk that the particle undergoes simple harmonic motion. So now we know that for simple harmonic motion, F is minus kx, that means the force depend on only F naught. right? Force is constant, obviously. So for simple harmonic motion, the force depend on the position, but here you see the force is constant, so this is not a simple harmonic motion, but this is some kind of oscillation. You see that in different region the particle acts like this, so this is one kind of oscillation. So from equation of motion, m equal to F equal to ma, and if we initially the particle is in positive direction, so the value magnitude of F is minus F naught, so minus F naught equal to ma. Again from another equation of motion, A is equal to ut plus half at square. Since the particle is moving along negative direction, so this direction along that side, so we take here minus x naught. S is minus x naught, and initial velocity is 0, so this is 0 plus half, and a you can calculate from here, that a is minus f naught by m, so minus f naught by m into t square, or you can calculate the time from here, so negative negative cancel, t equal of 2mx naught by f naught root over. This is the time required to reach the particle from this position to the origin. Now when the particle is here, due to this force and inertia, the particle will definitely not stop here, it moves some distance along here, and due to this force the particle then again feel the repulsive force and particle will go there. But since the magnitude of the force is same, so the particle will reach same distance here also. So for a complete oscillation, so this is some kind of oscillation, and for the complete oscillation the particle first will move here, then from here to here, then the particle return here, and from here to here. This is a complete cycle. So this time is only for t, so we have to multiply this by 4, then a complete oscillation will complete. So and that will be the time period for this oscillation. So time period of this oscillation is 4 times of this, 2m x naught by f naught. This is the time period for this oscillation. They asked for the angular frequency, so we know that omega equal of 2 pi by t, that means 2 pi by 4 f naught by 2m x naught, pi by 2 f naught by 2m x naught. This is our result. Next problem. A carbon rod of resistance Rc and a metal rod of resistance Rm are connected in series. Let their linear temperature coefficient of resistivity have magnitudes alpha c and alpha m respectively. The condition that the net resistance would be independent of temperature. So for this condition to hold, the condition will be Rc by Rm inversely proportional to alpha m by alpha c. Okay, this is the result. This is the condition so that the net resistance would be independent of temperature. Next problem, the 2's complement of the number 1, 2, 3, 4. They ask to find the 2's complement of this number. So for 2's complement, first we have to find 1's complement, and 2's complement is 1 plus 1's complement. So for 1's complement, all 1 goes for 0. Now for 2's complement, one plus 1's complement. That means this is the result. Next, two tuning forks A and B are stuck instantaneously to obtain Lissajous figures. The figures go through a complete cycle in 20 seconds. Fork A is located with works so that the cycle period changes to 10 seconds. If the frequency of fork B is 256 Hz, what is the frequency of fork A after loading? So result of this answer for this question is 256 Hz. This is the answer. Next, consider a classical harmonic oscillator in thermal equilibrium at a temperature T. If the spring constant is changed to twice its value isothermally, then the amount of work done on the system. So for this we have to find the partition function. So total energy for the harmonic oscillator is in 1D Px square by 2m plus half Kx square now formula for partition function for continuous system in 1D 1 by h double integration e to the power minus beta e, beta means 1 by k dt, so beta to e is px square by 2m plus half kx square dpx dx. Okay, so we have to solve this equation. So 1 by h minus infinity plus infinity e to the power minus beta 3x square by 2m dpx into minus infinity plus infinity e to the power minus beta kx square by 2 dx. So this kind of integration solved by gamma integration. Formula for this kind of equation is minus infinity to plus infinity x to the power n e to the power minus alpha x square dx. Value of this is gamma n plus 1 by 2 by alpha to the power, this is the constant alpha to the power n plus 1 by 2. So in both case x there is no x, that means value of n is 0, that means here is gamma half and value of gamma half is root pi, and here alpha to the power half, that means root alpha. So here alpha is beta by 2m and here beta k by 2. So 1 by h root pi by beta upon 2m into root pi upon beta k upon 2. So this is 2m pi and 2m pi and value of beta is 1 by kBd, and here 2 pi by k by kBd. If we take these two in just one root, then 2m pi kBt into 2 pi kBt by k. So 2 pi k t, we can out from root 2 pi kBt. So there is just m by k, and we know that omega is equal to root over k by m. So that means this is equal to 2 pi kBt upon h omega. You can write this as also kBt by h cut omega. This is the partition function. Now we have to find that if the spring constant is changed to twice its value isothermally, then the amount of work done of the system. So we have to find the work done. This is the partition function. Now formula for work done is, you know, PdV for isothermal process. Now we have to find the P. So if Z is given, we can find the Helmholtz free energy F by minus kBt ln Z. So minus kBt ln Z means ln kBt by h cut omega. So this is Helmholtz free energy, and you know that we can find pressure from Helmholtz free energy, that is del F del V minus del F del V at constant T. But for harmonic oscillator, here the parameter is K, so we can find P by this del F del K. Okay, obviously there is a minus. So we have to derivative this now. Minus plus kBt, and you can write log a by b like log a minus log b, and we derivative with respect to k, so this term is a constant, just this will remain. So del k of माइनस ln h का ओमेगा। ओके, so minus kbt, derivative of log x is 1 upon x into, now we have to derivative this h cut into 1 by 2 root k by m। h cut gone, and this will be minus kbt upon 2k, and m goes up, so kbt upon 2k। Okay, now m gone, so our pressure is this minus kbt by 2k। So now we have to put this in here। So P is minus kbt by 2 is constant, so minus kbt upon 2 is constant, and here is, sorry, here we have used dk, so dk upon k, and this parameter will change from k to 2k, so minus kbt upon 2 ln 2k upon k, that means minus kbt upon 2 ln 2। This is our work done, and here negative sign is due to work done on the system। So our next problem is from math physics। They given a differential equation d square by dt square minus 2 dy dt minus 3y equal to e to the power 2t। This is the equation, and they also given the solution, that the solution will be y equal to c1 e to the power minus t plus c2 e to the power 2t plus c3 e to the power 3t। Now their question is the values of the coefficient, this we have to find these three constants. They have given 4 options, what will be the right answer, we have to choose that। So you know that how to solve this kind of equation, d square minus 2d minus 3 equal to 0, or d square minus 3d plus d minus 3 equal to 0, that means one is d equal to 3 and another is minus 1। Our complementary function is c1 e to the power 3t। Now look here that they choose the coefficient corresponding to e to the power 3t is c3, so we have to choose like that, e to the power 3t, this is minus 1, plus, and for minus t is c1 e to the power minus t। Okay, and for particular integral the formula is this by this, d square minus 2d minus 3. So first we have to put this coefficient in here. If the then if this will be 0, then we have to derivative this, and here we will multiply this. So first we have to check. If we put 2 here, so 2 square minus 4, that means minus 2 minus 3 not equal of 0. So we can put here e to the power 2t upon 4 minus 3, sorry. So minus 1 upon 3 e to the power 2t. So they choose the coefficient. This is for C2 e to the power 2t. So we can write that C2 is equal to 1 upon 3, and these are arbitrary. So the correct option is C1 and C3 are arbitrary, and value of C2 is minus 1 upon 3. This is from quantum mechanics. A free particle of energy E characterized by a plane wave of wavelength lambda enters region of potential minus V, where E is greater than V and V is positive, greater than 0. Within the region of the potential, the wavelength of the particle is lambda by 2. The ratio V upon E, we have to find V upon E. So you will solve many problems like this, that if this is region 1 and this is region 2, then the equation of the particle region 1 is wave function for this is a c to the power I k2x. So here k1 is over 2me by h cut square, and here k2 is over 2me minus of minus v as this minus v by h cut square. That means 2me plus v upon h cut square, and this k is propagation constant, which is 2 pi by lambda, and here also 2 pi by lambda, but they said that the wavelength is half, so lambda by 2, that means 4 pi by lambda. So we can equate both these equations. 2me plus v upon h cut square, this is equal of 2 times of this, or if we take square both sides, then 2me plus is 4 into 2me, 2m to m cancel out, then if we take e in that side, then 3e equal to v, or v upon e is 3. So this is our answer. So our part A is complete now.